Willows. Well, he might get out earlier. On good behavior, perhaps. No, I expect not. How you could have left him unguarded on such a feeble notice is beyond me.
Really, Rat, I hate to say it, but you've been a bit of a duffer this time.
I suppose so. Well, there's no use dwelling on the point now. It's all done with. I shall journey to Toad Hall and see what needs to be seen to in its master's absence.
Oh, we'll go with you.
No, it is too late tonight. Come by tomorrow morning and we'll see what you can do to help.
Come, Ratty, you haven't had any supper.
I don't feel very hungry.
Come with me.
Helper and healer I play to the waves of the woodland wet. Strays I find in wounds I bind in bidding them all to forget. Bidding them all to forget. Bidding them all to forget.
Toad found himself in a dank and lonesome dungeon, where he shed bitter tears and buried himself in complete despair.
Who will weep for the toad? Lose any sleep for the toad? Oh, I am just a child, forged in sorrow, one for whom there's no tomorrow. Will weep for me? Who will mourn for the toad? Be forlorn for the toad. Oh, I am cursed by all, condemned and hated, battered, beaten, and berated. Who will mourn for me? I used to be here, a star in my own right. I sparkled like a diamond in the night, but now that blaze of bygone days has burned down to a glow, and I found I have left behind that light of long ago. So, who will cry for the toad? Do or die for the toad? Oh, I am God's creation, sealed in sadness, plagued by mischief, plagued by madness. Who will weep for me? Who will weep for
Now the jailer had a daughter, a good-hearted child who assisted her father in the lighter duties of his post. She was particularly fond of animals.
Good morning, Toad. I brought you hard buttered toast and jam.
Oh, hot buttered toast. I say, you are a good-hearted child, aren't you? What did you say your name was again?
Penelope.
Well, Penelope, are you sure your father approves of you paying these visits to the notorious Mr. Toad, the terror of the high roads, the lord of the lone trail, the traffic queller, before whom all must give way or be smitten into nothingness and everlasting night?
Oh no, he says anything to shut you up. He says he's tired of your sulks, your unpleasant airs, the way you cry out and kick your legs and refuse to be comforted, or burst out sobbing at the slightest thing and whine and curse and complain.
Yes, well, that's enough of that. I get the gist of it. So tired of me, is he? Well, if he's so very tired of me, why doesn't he let me loose from this medieval ash can of his? Surely you must.
No. Shirley's Penelope.
Right.
Oh, he couldn't do that. It's his job to see that you stay securely locked up.
Yes, of course.
However, if you were to escape, he couldn't be held accountable now, could he?
No, I suppose not. Look here. What are you suggesting that...
You know, I've grown very fond of you, Toad. And the stories you told me of your good friends, the Water Rat, Mole, and Mr. Badger, they make me quite sad. You miss them so very much.
Oh, well, there you have it. I'm just a big sentimental animal at heart.
Oh, listen, Toad. I have an aunt who's a washerwoman.
There. I have several aunts who ought to be washerwomen.
Oh, do be quiet a minute, Toad. You talk too much. That's your worst fault.
Well, I wasn't aware I had any faults.
Please listen. My aunt does the washing for all the guards. She comes here once a week.
Oh, yes, I remember seeing her now.
Now, you're very rich, or the store was telling me you are, and she's quite poor. A few pounds would make all the difference in the world to her. I think if approached in the right way, you could come to some sort of an agreement. She could let you borrow her dress and bonnet, and you could escape disguised as a washwoman. You're very alike in many ways, especially your figures.
We are not. I have a very elegant figure for what I am.
Well, so is my aunt for what she is. But fine, have it your way, you horrid, proud, ungrateful animal. Here I am feeling sorry for you and trying to help you, and all you can do is...
I only meant that, well, surely.
Oh, no,
I mean,
my goodness.
truly, you wouldn't have Mr. Toad of Toad Hall running around the countryside dressed as a washerwoman.
Well, fine, then you can stay here as a toad. 20 years really is so long when you think about
No,
it.
you're quite right. I am indeed a proud and ungrateful toad, and you are a good, kind, and clever girl. Please introduce me to your aunt. I'm sure the lovely lady and I will be able to arrange things.
All right, she's outside. Auntie!
He's too fat. That never passes me.
Really, my good woman.
I'm not nearly handsome now. I'll never what.
I say.
Please, lend us your clothes, Auntie. How much money do you have?
Oh, well, just a few pounds.
I'll take it.
Oh, well, really, well, how am I to...
Now you tell me.
What?
Trying to get me, so it looks like you caught me off guard.
It's the only way she can hope to keep her job, Toad.
Oh, I see, and keeping in a bit more with my reputation. An excellent suggestion.
Help! It's a whole bar outrageous toad. Speaking of Bucker, Chris and me doing now assault the whole bar outrageous thing. Tell me all sorts of lies, how clever good looking is, how popular good looking club is. Lies! All of them!
That's enough of that.
Here, get into this. You must go straight down the way they brought you up. And if anyone says anything to you, which they probably will, being men, you can chat a bit, but not so much, because you're a widow and a perfect lady.
A perfect lady. Right.
There, you're the very image of her.
Yes.
Run along now, Toad. Toad, do be a more respectable animal in the future.
Oh, well. Thank you, my dear. I do hope that...
Just go.
Goodbye, my dear.
Oh, I will miss him so, but I'm happy that he's free. Thank you, Auntie. What was that?
You're welcome. Help! The toad's trying to steal a kiss from me. The apple, my little lamb. I'm a lady. I have met you. Help! Somebody help me, please!
Oh, what luck at the train station. Oh, too bad I had to give all my money to that common washerwoman. Well, I will just have to make do. Oh, I'm unhappy, oh, forsaken me.
ones waiting for you at home, too.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Oh, no. And they'll be hungry and knocking over lamps and playing with matches. The poor little innocent things. Oh dear.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm the engineer of this train, you see. It's powerful dirty work. Uses a lot of shirts, it does. If you'll scrub a few shirts for me when you get home and send them along to me, I'll let you have a ride in the engine. How's that sound?
Oh, thank you so much. I shall be more than happy to wash your clothing and as much of this as you like.
Then hop right up here. Well, it's about that time. All aboard!
Say, how exhilarating. What a lovely life this must be for you. Look there. Fields and forests and hedges and hills and horses and cows all passing by. What a lovely way to pass the hours.
It's all right.
Oh, how do I envy you. Washing can be ever so tiresome. I've always wondered what it may be like to drive a train. Do you suppose that I might?
Sorry, Mom. Company policy.
Oh, well, pity.
That's very strange.
What is?
With the last train running this way tonight, I could have sworn I heard another following us.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can see it clearly now. There's a train behind us. It looks as if we're being chased.
Oh, no. Oh, my.
Oh, and they're gaining on us fast. Looks as if the train is all full of policemen all waving clubs. Seems as if they want us to stop.
Why was I before, I wonder? Oh, save me, dear engineer, and I'll confess everything to you. Oh, I am not the poor washerman that appears before you. I'm, in fact, a toad. The Mr. Toad of Toad Hall, a land proprietor. And I have just escaped from that loathsome and untidy prison into which my enemies had flung me. And if those fellows behind us recapture me, it will be chains and bread and water and sarcasm once more for the poor unhappy toad.
And what were you put in prison for?
Oh, well, I merely borrowed a motor car while its owners were at lunch. See, I didn't mean to smash it up, but really, it was such a hard view, such whimsical and high-spirited actions.
I'm afraid you've been a bad toad. I'd hand you over to the policeman.
Oh, please.
But you seem like a nice fellow, so I will not abandon you in your hour of need. Besides, I hate to see anyone locked up. The sight of an animal in tears always makes me sad. They're gaining on us. They have a better engine than we have. There's just one thing to do. You see that tunnel up ahead?
Oh, yes.
Put on all the speed I can while we're going through it. And the moment we're on the other side, you'll jump off. Try to land on something soft. Then run and hide in the woods before they can get through the tunnel. I'll go full speed ahead, and they can chase me for as long as they like. Are you ready?
Could you go back to that part about me jumping off?
Here we go!
Oh, my. It is very dark in here indeed.
Get ready now, Toad. As soon as we hit the end of the tunnel.
I'm afraid I'm not going to like this.
Here we go!
Oh, well, thank you. And if you're ever in the neighborhood of Toad Hall, please...
Jump!
What?
Jump!
Ah!
Morning, Mom. Lovely dive you took off that train there. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Thank you.
So, any particular reason? Or you'd be jumping off moving vehicles. Or is it just for the sport of it?
Oh, well, you see, I was on my way to visit my married daughter. She sends for me, so off I goes. I had spent all my money to pay for a train ticket, and I'm in the washing and laundering business, you know, and I don't make very much money, and well, as I was on the train, I was looking for the ladies' room, and I must have taken a wrong turn, because what I thought to be the facilities ended up to be the back of the caboose. And well, here I am.
I see. And where might your married daughter be living, Mum?
Oh, very near the river, right next to a house called Toad Hall. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Toad Hall? Well, I'm going that way myself. See, this canal joins up to the river, and it's an easy walk from there. You come along with me.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind and generous indeed.
I'm just giving the horse here a bit of a rest. He's been carrying the barge along since early this morning.
Here, horsey. Yes, well, that is yours originally.
Oh, no. I found him running wild down the main road just a few months ago. He was scared half out of his wits, though. Poor thing.
Imagine that.
Bit of luck for me, though. So, you're in the washing business, are you?
Oh, yes, washing, ironing, clear starching, making up men's fine linen shirts for evening wear, that sort of thing.
But surely you don't do all the work yourself.
Oh, no. I have girls, 20 or 30 of them, always at work.
But do you do any of the washing yourself?
Oh, sir, it is my joy, my passion. I'm never so happy as when I've got both my hands and full of a tub full of hot, sudsy water. Ask anyone.
How fortunate. You see, I've got about a half a year's worth of dirty clothes back on the barge.
Oh, goody.
I'm sure you could see to it when we make our way down the canal. I mean, I would appreciate it ever so, and I know that it would be a pleasure for you.
Yes, well, you see, it's the off-season,
I knew it! Washerwoman indeed! What a humbug you are! Why, just look at those hands. I bet you've never scrubbed more than a dishcloth in your life. And as for that story about falling off the train, why, I bet my breakfast you were thrown off for having stuck on in the first place.
Why, you common low bargeman! How dare you talk to your betters that way? I will have you know that I am the Mr. Toad of Toad Hall, and I'm the most well-respected and distinguished animal in the area. And though I may be under a bit of a cloud at the moment, I will not be talked down to by a mere bargeman. And what's more, that's my horse! Come on, William! Ah!
Secret Toad!
We're finally reunited once again.
Rider,
Brother, trusty steed, and friend.
I never thought I'd see this day arrive. Away from boredom, feeling so alive.
Adventure's what we seek to always find. Reconnection only was a matter of time.
Let's throw caution to the wind. This wild ride is off and running, and so it begins. On the open road along the riverbank, Toad and William make their way back home. Fields and meadows, open trails, flying by as we set sail. That's where we'll find William and Toad on the open road. On the open road.
Where we're going, only time will tell. Like throwing coins into a wishing well.
I'll set my sights on what the dream will be. Now that we are riding wild and free.
I'll ride the fastest car you ever saw. And watch me as I go out to run the law.
I'll be the fastest, quickest, smartest horse. I hear it now, the calling of the course. Ascot, Brighton, Epsom Downs, Chester, Farntwell, hear the sound. Cheering crowds along the rail. Cheering crowds along the rail. Cheering crowds along the rail. Down the stretch, watch me sail. Winner's circle within sight. Galloping with all my might. Record finish, record time. William at the finish line. On the open road. On the open road.
I've weathered droughts and rains and storms and floods. It's nice to be away from all that mud. Without a horse, it's hard to haul a barge. I think I like this life of living large.
So let's continue on this well-worn trail that gets us to the homestead without fail.
I'm glad to be with you, my trusted friend. Here's to hoping this won't be the end.
On the open road along the riverbank, Toad and William make their way back home. Fields and meadows, open trails, flying by as we set sail. That's where you'll find William and Toad on the open road. On the open road. On the open road along the riverbank, Toad and William make their way back home. Fields and meadows, open trails, flying by as we set sail. That's where you'll find William and Toad on the open road. On the open road. On the open road. On the open road.
Come on, William, let's get out of here. To town hall.
Oh, hello, sir. Got any laundry needs doing? Oh, well, I'm sure that
There is a wide world waiting for
Toady!
Oh, Ratty!
Oh, just look at you. Just look at you.
Oh, Ratty, I've been through such times since I saw you last. Such trials, such sufferings. But I was fantastic. I fixed it all with the typical Toad cleverness and fashion. I've been in prison, gotten out of it, stole away on a train, got my horse back. Humbugged everybody. Oh, I am a clever Toad. Others strive for excellence, but next to me they pale in comparison. I'm the only animal or person that I know who always accomplishes what he sets out to do. Poor Ratty, you with mole and badger couldn't even keep me in my own home. You couldn't
Oh, Toad, stop it! Can't you see what a fool you've been? Not to mention how foolish you've made your friends look. Your friends who tried to keep you out of danger. We tried to keep you out of trouble. But did you listen? No! You went off and stole a motor car, wrecked it, and ended up in prison. And now, to make things worse, you come in here and tell me how very stupid I and your other friends are. Your friends who have cried themselves to sleep every night since you've been gone. Honestly, Toad. Well, go ahead and be a thief. That ought to be fun. When are you going to learn to be a sensible animal and
think about how your actions affect me and the badger and the mole. When are you going to try to be a credit to your friends? I give up. I really do. Now please take off that costume and try to clean yourself up.
Oh, Ratty, I have been a fool, haven't I? Thoughtless, selfish, acting only in my own self-interest. It's got to change and it will change. As for motor cars, I don't want to see another motor car for as long as I live. In fact, as I was riding here, alongside the river, a wonderful idea came to me. Something about motor boats. No, Ratty, I was only kidding, honestly. I was a joke. I was only joking. Come here. Oh, Ratty.
Tony!
Oh, wait. How'd you get here? Oh, I don't care. As long as you are here.
You must have escaped, you clever animal.
Welcome home, Toad. What am I saying? Welcome home indeed. This is a poor homecoming, to be sure, but I'm truly sorry.
What do you mean?
You mean you haven't heard?
I was just about to tell him.
Tell me what?
It's the Weasels. They've taken over Toad Hall.
They've been there ever since you left. Badger found them.
Lying about the place.
Staying in bed half the day.
Breakfast at all hours.
Eating your food.
Drinking your drink.
Acting just like
Actors.
And they're telling everybody they come to stay for good.
Oh, have they? Well, they'll soon see about that.
Oh, Toad, it's no good. They've got the house heavily guarded. It's a very, very difficult situation, but I really think you should just let
he
it go.
shouldn't. Well, he should do nothing of the sort. Here's what you ought to do.
No.
You have
no,
to
you
walk
must
back
let it go.
there
I know
You
exactly
must
what
let
I'm
it go.
going
take
to
those
do.
gophers
I'm
out
going
of
to
the weasels
stall
out of the
this
house.
chair
I
and
take
and
the
tell
joke.
them
Oh,
to
you
do
be
my
quiet! All of you. Thank you. Toad, you are a very troublesome animal.
Yes, Badger, I know I am.
Good. Now what the rat says is quite true. The weasels are on guard. It's quite useless to think of attacking the place. They're too strong for us.
Then it's all over. Oh, I shall go and enlist in the foreign service.
Oh, do be
and
quiet, Toad. There's an underground passage that leads from the riverbank right into the middle of Toad Hall.
Oh, nonsense, Badger. I know every inch of Toad Hall, and there's nothing of that sort anywhere, I assure you.
My young friend, there's a great deal that your father told me that he would have never dreamt of telling you. Now, when he showed me the passage, he said, "Don't let my son know about this. He's a good boy, but not very responsible. If he's ever in a real fix, this may be of use to them. You may tell him then, but not before." Now, I've found out about a thing or two. It's the Chief Weasel's birthday, and they'll all be gathered along in the dining hall, carrying about. And when the moment is right, the four of us will come up through the tunnel and into the kitchen.
And take them all by surprise.
And we shall run them from Toad Hall forever.
Well said, Toad. Let's go.
We have a beautiful house, so long, so
place cleaned up now. I invite all of you to a banquet this evening to celebrate the glorious return of Mr. Toad to Toad Hall. The following entertainments will be provided. First, a speech by Toad. There will also be other speeches throughout the evening, all by Toad. Next, a song by Toad, composed by himself. Then, an address by Toad, explaining how he almost single-handedly managed to...
Toad. Yes, Badger? I want you to understand something. I will speak very clearly and only say this once. There will be no speeches at this banquet of yours, and no songs either.
But I can't sing just
Please
one song.
understand that I am not telling you. I am not going to argue with you.
Well, it'll be my last song ever, my last hurrah, so to speak. No. It'll be a little thing, a ballad, perhaps, or a hymn. Just one itsy-bitsy, teensy-weensy little tune.
One song only.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Badger. Oh, here's a little number I wrote called When the Toad Came Home. Hit it! There was panic in the parlor and howling in the hall. There was crying in the cowshed and a shrieking in the stall. When the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. When the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. There was smashing in of windows and a crashing in of floor. There was sillying of weasels who fainted on the floor. When the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. When the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. Bang goes the drums, the trumpeters are tooting, and the soldiers are saluting, and the cannons they are shooting, and the motor cars are hooting, and the soldiers are tooting, and the soldiers are saluting, and the cannons they are shooting, and the motor cars are hooting. When the Toby came back home, shout hooray! And so it is that each of us must say it oh so loud, all in honor of the animal of whom they're very proud. That's me! When the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad really came back home. When the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad really came back home. Everybody sing! Toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad really came back home. When the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad really came back home. Out, all of you, out!
Toad, you were wonderful.
Did you see the way the Chief Weasel ran from him?
I must admit, Toad put up a noble fight.
Oh, no, Badger. You were the mastermind behind it all, and Matt and Rant and Bull bore the brunt of the skirmish. I merely served in the ranks and did little or nothing. It was thanks to you, my friends, that we were able to recapture Toad Hall.
Who are you and what have you done with Toad?
Oh, my good friend, Mrs. Mole, I am now a changed Toad. Now my friends shall never have to be ashamed of me again.
And so it came to pass that he indeed was an altered Toad.
Everybody, when the Toad came home, when the Toad came home, when the the toad